Must be the heat. Stop dreaming and start driving, Stevie. Hey.
Off and running very shortly in race 6 at Rose Hill. We're going down to Ken Callender. Ken, this horse Ravenstone, I don't think he's been an overly ambitious galloper, and I don't think he fancies the whip. I hope this boy Shane Edmonds puts it away and rides hands and heels. If he does, he might nearly win.
I reckon he'll win, John, and I reckon the kid will ride him well. Here's the prices. We've just got time. Dream Faith is out. Magic Lean is favoured at 5-4. Ravenstone close on his heels at 6-4. Then 8's Prankster, 10 Prince Trialia, 25 Orion, 25 Cobbity Gold, 15 Pleasant Express. The punters reckon it's a 2-horse race. Here's John Tapp to call it.
Amber light flashing and they're ready to break. They face squarely. Pleasant Express the last in. Prince Trialia stands well. Couple of gatemen going in to render some assistance to some of the riders, but the gates open and they're off, and Prince Trialia began a little bit tardily. Ravenstone is the first out. He bounced clear of Cobbity Gold. Magic Gleam is going to settle in third spot, and then Pleasant Express followed by Prankster, and getting back to the tail, Orion and Prince Trialia, but they're bunched up very tightly, and they're going rather slowly for a sprint race, with Ravenstone actually pulling in front. Magic Gleam moves to second, and getting through between horses Cobbity Gold. Out wide is Prankster as they race down the side towards the 600 mark, and even wider Pleasant Express, and then Prince Trialia with Orion last of all, but 5 lengths covers them at the 600 mark, where Ravenstone is the leader. Magic Gleam on the outside. Prankster goes up to make a line of 3, 2.5 lengths away. Cobbity Gold under plenty of pressure now, and then Prince Trialia, Pleasant Express, and tailed off Orion into the straight. Ravenstone pinched a good break on straightening up. He's kicked clear. Ravenstone led. Magic Gleam's coming after him again. Further out is Prankster. Ravenstone in front at the 200 mark. Prankster looks a big threat. Magic Gleam's gone. Prankster is coming at Ravenstone. Prankster draws level, puts the head in front. Ravenstone is kicking again. It's Prankster and Ravenstone. Prankster just the leader. Ravenstone is fighting back on the inside. They come to the line together. Prankster, Ravenstone. Ravenstone's come again. I think he might have won. I think he's come again to win, but there's nothing in it. Only a lip between them. Ravenstone and Prankster. Magic Gleam third, followed by Prince Trialia. A mile back then is Cobbity Gold, followed by Pleasant Express, and last is Orion. That boy must have been busting to pull the whip on Ravenstone, but he didn't. Something kept saying, don't Shane, don't Shane, don't Shane. He rode hands and heels. I never thought I'd see the day that horse had come again and show that much guts, Ravenstone, because I've always felt he had a heart as big as a High Peak frozen pea. But he fought back today, and he might get it in a bobbing finish. Ravenstone, if he does, Ken, $2.30 and $1.50. The other horse, which looked home, Prankster, number 4, he paid $9.60 and $3.40, and Magic Gleam a place $1.50. What do you think, mate?
There's nothing in it, John. Whether he got to the lead, but whether it was after the post or before the line, I'm not sure. He's got his head down there. Ooh. He might have, but I must warn you, from our angle, the inside horse looks to have done better than he has. But sure on that, if you're on the grey, I wouldn't give up. But it's just a matter of whether he had his head in front in time. He certainly hit the lead again, Ravenstone, and we've got to find out whether he got it there before the judge called a halt. Prankster, if you're on Prankster, by golly, he was home for every caser. The kid did use the whip on Ravenstone. I think he may have been better to cop John's tip and not. But we're just waiting for the win. Ravenstone's got it. If you're on Ravenstone, God bless him. He's kicked back in time to beat Prankster. Boy, oh boy, I don't like them that close. But good on you, Shane Edmonds. Everything's sweet, John. Number 3, Ravenstone has won race 6. One more to go on the wide world of sport on live racing. And in race 7, I like John Wayne's mate. Number 9, Gunfighter.
Well, full honours go to Shane Edmonds. Trainer Barry Edwards has done a good job with a horse who doesn't have an iron will to win. But that's the way to ride him. Forget that shillelagh, throw it away. Just keep kidding, coaxing, cajoling. That's what Shane Edmonds did on Ravenstone today. Geez, a cold rider, that boy, and I'm very pleased he followed my instructions to the letter. Good boy. Okay, next on Wide World of Sports, we'll take you to a famous boxing gymnasium in New York, where they're throwing a few punches of a different kind. Yeah, well, I think this alcohol might be flat, Barry. As a matter of fact, it's his first start in a race and he'll need the experience. But here's a bloke who doesn't need the experience, Kay Callender. He's tipping up a storm in recent weeks.
Keep going, Johnny boy. Let's look at these prices. Number 1 Entitled is at 40 to 1. Relentless paper favourite is at 3 1/4 to 1. Going to pay about $4.30 for $1 on the tote. Halved 11 to 1. Frozen Scratched 7.5 to 1 Castle Regent. 8 to 1 Eager Ninja. 12 to 1 Maybe Michelle. Smash Hit is a scratching. Gunfighter the favourite. He's my tip. He's into 6 to 4 now, in from 7 to 4. 60 Terrace Gold, 16 Dark Nakara, 66 Early Lunch, 40 Hucapiro, 100 Balmoretto, 40 to 1 Barry's Tip Alcohol, not a bad drop, is it? And 200 to 1 I'm Barley. Okay, they're the prices. Gunfighter's the hot favourite at 6 to 4. The man to call him a winner, I hope, is Johnny Tapp.
Righto, Ken, that horse Barry mentioned, Alcohol, played up very, very badly and looked as though he might be going to cause a delay, but he thought better of it. He's moved in, riders back on board, and there are 2 to come up, and they're doing that now, so they'll be away, I'd imagine, within 20 seconds or so. Castle Regent has gone in. That leaves only Terrace Gold, who's starting to sweat up noticeably. And the starter has arrived at his rostrum and they're about ready to jump. I can't get used to the 1,200 metre races starting on the course proper. The chute was waterlogged, it was unusable, and the big news is the track has been amended to slow from heavy. Quite amazing. Now they're all set. Terrace Gold has moved in. Relentless, a little fidgety, wide out. Gunfighter wants to sit back, and Halved is bobbing about in the stall. Gates open, off and running. Eager Ninja is about the first out, beginning very smartly Balmoretto and showing good early pace Castle Regent. Getting into a prominent spot as Gunfighter, and Relentless coming over from a wide gate. Close handy then is Halved when they get going, followed by Early Lunch and Hucapiro, and out very deep Terrace Gold. Further back in the field then is Entitled. At the head of the others, Dark Nakara. A long way back in the field at that stage. Towards the tail is Alcohol in company with Maybe Michelle, and I'm Barley is last of all. 700 left to go. Castle Regent led, Relentless second, Gunfighter third, running fourth Eager Ninja, and then Terrace Gold wide out on the outside of Balmoretto and Hucapiro. Halved is out deep, followed by Entitled, Alcohol, Early Lunch, Maybe Michelle, and back at the tail Dark Nakara with I'm Barley tailed off as they turn for home. Into the straight, Castle Regent about 4 horses off the fence, led nicely. In second place, Eager Ninja, Gunfighter and Relentless are running on well, and then Hucapiro coming to the 200. Gunfighter sprinted very quickly and he burst to the lead at the 200 mark, but Relentless is coming after him again. Gunfighter clear though. He got away from Relentless, who wanted to duck in for a stride or two, and the weights are not going to work out. Gunfighter meets Relentless on worse terms, but he makes a liar of it and he trots in. Gunfighter came away to beat Relentless. Third Maybe Michelle, and then Hucapiro, Eager Ninja, Alcohol, Castle Regent, Dark Nakara, and then Halved, Entitled, I'm Barley, Terrace Gold, Early Lunch, and tailed off Balmoretto. Well, if you did the weights and nothing else, you couldn't believe Gunfighter could beat Relentless. He met Relentless worse for having been beaten by that horse. But Gunfighter obviously has scant regard for statistics. Gunfighter, number 9, Kevin Moses, to pay $2.50 and $1.30. Gee, sprinted quickly in the straight. Relentless second, a place divvy of $1.70. And Maybe Michelle will get third, Ken, and there's no maybe about it, $3.40.
Yeah, John's statistics might have suggested he couldn't win, but if you saw him here the other day, he had a belly. The Gunfighter had a belly on him like John Wayne. He needed that run. He got to the lead. He had Relentless beaten, and he just ran out of puff. He knew Vicky Thompson would have put the work into him in the meantime. He had the better of the barriers, and I thought he was a fair thing, and God bless him. He's first home. He's won easily by about 3 lengths from Relentless. Look at him stretch out there. Good boy, Gunfighter. Yes, and it's a pity that first one got beaten. There would have been 4 winners out of 4, but the last 3's not too bad. John, I got a boast to blow my own trumpet. No one else will do it for me. God bless you.
You got 3 out of 4 at the last Rosehill meeting a fortnight ago, so you've got 6 out of the last 8 on this track. You're a course specialist. Yeah, great tipping by Ken, and now's the time to get on the bandwagon. He's got his eye in, the old boy. Okay, 927 official numbers, and Gunfighter puts another notch in the barrel. Okay, that's all we've got as far as thoroughbred racing is concerned on Wide World of Sports. Hope you backed a few winners. And right now we're going to take this important break, and then more action coming up on Wide World of Sports.